Hi, this is Jen with Pure Bliss Artesian Soap. Here is our Easter soap. We call it Easter Basket. This one is a light pink with all the confetti colors on the top. And then the other one that we have is a cream color with glitter and confetti colors on top. So we're going to go ahead and cut this today. It was kind of fun making. I was able to make a rainbow soap out of pastel colors first. And this one is how it came out. That's just like a little sample piece. It's like that's a little wet there. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and do the full cutting of the soap. So this was fun to make, and you could see all the different little colors coming through. So it's kind of fun and festive, especially for the springtime. This I scented with a juicy pear and an orchid scent. All the little confetti pieces are kind of coming off. I put an extra confetti on the top because I expected that would happen. And I try to make my soap full of color and festive for the season. It was a lot of fun. When you're making your soap, with this one what I did was I waited until it dropped down to about 90 degrees, the lye and the water, before I brought them together to make the soap. That way I had a little bit more time to work with, because not only did I have to fragrance and color the base part, but then I had to put the confetti pieces in there. And you want to, have your trace get a little bit thicker when you're putting your confetti pieces in there, because you don't want them to all fall to the bottom. You want to kind of suspend them in the soap itself. So it takes a little bit longer because you got to be patient and allow your lye and water mixture along with your oils to cool. So it could take a little while. I think mine took about half hour to 45 minutes to cool down. I think it just depends how warm or cold it is where you're working with how long it's going to take for that process to occur. So this, I think, will just be fun for the kids and adults. Everybody likes a little bit of color, especially as winter's drawing to an end. Everyone's tired of the cold and being indoors. So, and this is just a hint, a real light hint, because they're pastel colors of color rather than a real deep rainbow. I'm going to do the last piece here. We always get a little wedge or so of soap, and then we cut that up and give that out as samples. Okay, so this is the orchid and juicy pear. Now I'm going to do the cream colored soap, and this I had used Nurture Soaps Snowflake Mica, which has a little bit of shimmer and glitter to it, and that I think just adds a little bit more fun. Gives it little pops. Now this one's really full, and since this is white, you can see a little bit more of the color, but I wanted to change it up and do something a little different with the pink, so that's why I started with that one. But this one, you can see the color a little bit more intense. You couldn't see the peach color, the orange color in the pink. It kind of drowned that out. You could see the greens and the yellows and the purples. This one you can see all the colors. It's kind of neat. It reminds me of the gummy worms that the kids get in the store. They have all different colors. Like some of them are two-toned. So this is just a fun soap to do. It was a two-step process. The first, I had to make a rainbow soap and kind of shave that down into little chunks so we could get our confetti pieces. So I had to wait for that to set up a little bit, and then I used a potato peeler to get all the confetti pieces. And I let it sit out for 3 days to let the confetti pieces kind of dry out a little bit. I didn't want them to meld into this soap. I wanted the colors to come through. So that's another reason why I waited and soaped at a lower temperature. And this one's kind of fun. As we get to the second half of this loaf, it seems to be a little bit more full of colors, so that makes me happy. Because I wasn't sure how to gauge how much, or how many ounces of confetti pieces to put in there. And I wanted everything to cover and mold properly. So when you're doing something like this, it's really trial and error. You play around with it to see what works, what doesn't work, and you go from there. And this is the end of the line here. This one's fun. It's got a lot of colors in it. And that's it. That one too. I think this is by far my probably favorite soap that I've done to date. Stay tuned because we will have many more to come. Have a great day.